Yeah, we're just
Hi.
talking about
Scenes.
plant things.
How to play Apocalypse World better, basically.
You do a
I'm
good
hearing a
job.
noise. What am I hearing?
Yeah, there's some feedback from something.
It
Let me mute
was from
myself.
Golden. It's now gone. Yeah, I don't hear
Yeah.
it anymore. Okay.
I was hooking up
So
to the real Maelstrom. Sorry about that.
I think that we actually see Mimi was here. We open up on the old abandoned broadcast station, the radio
Old
station.
abandoned. It's been a week.
It's
Old
been
abandoned.
a week in Apocalypse
It's
World.
like Scoob and the gang are coming through the old abandoned radio station.
But actually, like when you came back, there were a couple broken windows. Like it looks like it's one of those like things have changed quickly. You saw signs that some I can't remember. I'm still forgetting the word. I was forgetting it during my prep. What's the name when someone tries to like stay somewhere, like stay in someone's
Squatter.
Squatter. Yeah, there have been squatters. There aren't any there now, but there are broken windows and signs.
Well, there's arguably a squatter.
Arguably. Yeah, Mimi was here recently, but I think she has left. And then I think that is it. Well, you hear a breaking window, or maybe an opening shutter. If the like, I don't know if they have glass windows. Probably like an opening shutter for a window. Is someone, or is it daytime or nighttime? Do you think? Like,
Yeah,
is
it's probably night. That
what
makes
is
it frames
Twiggs
the
feel
scene
like
better.
when alone? What do you think he do?
Quiet. To anybody looking, he's mumbling to himself an awful lot.
Okay.
But for him, he's like communing with whatever voice is coming out of the mask, and trying to come to grips with what it wants versus what should be done and all that other kind of.
Do you want to make that the focus now, like, or maybe we'll see that later?
Yeah, we'll see that later.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe you're brought out of this trance of sorts when to like the slamming of metal basically as the shutter opens, and then you hear like movement from another room as someone climbs inside the window. What do you do?
Yeah, I think he takes up a position where he can see what's happening, but is still somewhat cloaked in shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what does he see happening?
Do you keep lights on, or is it like dark?
No, it's dark.
Okay. Yeah, you see the figure of a woman who, yeah, she just climbed in through the window, and she is like she crouches now next to the window and like looks outside, but she sort of stays there still for a moment, and then I think she actually just sort of sits there, and like not really collapse, but goes from like crouched to like more relaxed sitting, and you just hear like panting breath. She was running and is recovering.
All right, so, and I apologize. I have no pop filter. I did come up with sort of a voice for this character. So I think, yeah, out of the shadows comes this voice. What does it want?
Mm-hmm.
The figure starts and like begins to scream and puts her hand over her mouth. But she doesn't run. I think she just says, "Safety. You." I don't think that the voice is familiar enough that you would immediately know who it is, but it is familiar.
Okay.
I just need somewhere to hide.
So you intrude here?
She was standing up when she first did that, and then she actually takes a step forward and says, "As far as I knew, this place was abandoned after the previous owner died. Who are you?" And she starts looking around in the dark for some sort of light switch or like lantern or something. Those oil
Stay
lanterns.
where you are.
Okay. Yeah, she I don't think she freezes quite in fear, but she acquiesces. Yeah, she's more calm than you'd think that she should be.
That's interesting. I think he answers her question of who it is by yeah, motivation. Okay. That sounds so melodramatic the way I want to put it, though. It doesn't sound right at all.
Okay.
I think he says, who I am is not important. I belong here. You do not.
What would she do? She says, "Well, I can't go out there. So I think
Why?
I'm in a bit of an impasse."
What prevents you from going away?
I'm being hunted.
By what?
People. And I'll tell you more if you tell me more.
Man, you
Or a
don't
light.
to
A
scare
light
shit
would
out
be
of this
nice.
I think Grigsby, well, the faceless,
being, yeah.
he like reaches into a drawer and pulls out a flashlight and like shines it on her because he's very interested. He knows the voice, but he can't quite place it, and he wants to be able to see who the hell this person is.
So what do you do?
Grab a flashlight out of a drawer and just like shine it on her.
Yeah, it's probably like really, it feels really small and delicate in your large hands. You recognize the green tint of Kettle.
Okay.
Okay.
I think
like
yeah.
as flashlights go, she can't see much except this like weird wooden hand. And that's probably all she can see from the flashlight, the like back glow. I'm
like keeping it like in her eyes as much as possible.
Oh,
So
okay.
like,
So yeah, she can't see anything. Okay. So
I think well, being the former personality that he was, I think a little theatricalities involved here. So yeah, he just says, "You are the one called Kettle." You are different. Why do people hunt you?
And she's like, she's holding her eyes out, like her hands up like this. I escaped. Okay, they were keeping me under lock and key, and then I went to go help, and then wasn't supposed to, so I couldn't come back. And now I don't even. They're probably not going to kill me, but I don't want to go back, so I'm hiding. Okay, just put that down, please. It's yeah, and she's just talking like that the whole time.
All right, so yeah, he switches off the flashlight and sets it back down.
Yeah, and she like starts blinking.
It says, "There is a switch to your left. Do not scream."
By the time you say "do not scream," her hand's already halfway to it, but she stops when you say that and says, "I won't." Turns it on. She doesn't scream. She doesn't put a hand over her mouth either. She looks surprised, but you don't see a hint of fear from her when she sees you. She says, like, she looks, her eyes are wide, but wide with more curiosity than fear when she looks at you. She's silent she just takes you in for a good minute. Do you say anything during that time?
Yeah, I think he says, "It appears we are more alike than others."
It does appear that way. Yes. You're wearing her mask?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise she'd just be stunned and catatonic.
Yeah. That's true. That affects even those people. Even other plant folk.
Do you also hear the green man?
She doesn't immediately answer you. No. Not quite. Sometimes. I think in my dreams.
You are lucky.
She begins to say Dogmeat's name and then stops, assuming you wouldn't know who that is, and says, "Another one, like me. He hears, I guess, the green man often calls him father."
That name is apt, for he would like us to father more. I fight him, but he allowed my head.
You're different than myself and the other one.
Obviously.
How old are you?
That is a good question. Technically, a baby, a sapling. I am new.
Can I come closer?
You have nothing to fear.
She steps up quite close to you, peering, like, you see her eyes darting all around your mask with curiosity. I believe you said there was like a flower on your mask too, right?
Uh, there's a bunch of different like plant type things. There's some vines. There's some flowers and stuff. And the mask portrays emotions like a face would. So like if he's happy or something, a flower will bloom, or it'll get greener than
Oh,
usually. It's like a wooden like color.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's just sort of takes it in for a moment. Again, another moment of like silence. I don't think she asks. I think she just sort of like suddenly reaches forward and like touches your mask.
No. Yeah.
She doesn't try to grab or anything, but yeah, she just wants to like touch it with a finger or two. What do you do?
Very quickly, probably. I don't know if it would scare her, but it would scare a normal person. He like snaps her hand and like holds it in like an iron grip
Yeah, and
before
like
it touches. She can touch the mask.
she gasps, surprised. For the first time, there's like a bit of fear, but she doesn't react. She doesn't say anything until you do.
He says, "That is not yours to touch."
Okay, sorry.
And he like lets her go.
It's beautiful.
It is a curse and a strength.
What do you mean by that?
I hear the green man through the mask, but without it, I am lesser.
That's not your face. She didn't realize that until now. I think she thought it was like it was your actual face.
How? I think. Wait a minute. He needs to establish a better rapport with her, I think. So he says, my difference between you and the others I have not figured it out yet.
Okay. Well, you are I have an idea for how to learn more. There's when I was locked up, there were some people that didn't exactly that stopped by. Some of them performed. They wanted to learn about it. Me and the other one, Dogmeat, and she finally says his name. That's his name. Kim was one, and Fleece was another. Both sort of doing their own tests. We could go to Kim. I think that Kim mentioned a laboratory now set up. All sorts of equipment. How good are you at... Well, actually, yeah, how good are you at being quiet when moving? We could go right now. She works through the night, she works through the night, Kim.
Let's see. That's got to be acting under fire for.
Yeah.
You
shrug.
I think. Yeah, I think he's definitely got his reasons to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Although a lot of people aren't going to be happy with his reasons. Yeah. He says he like shakes his head. He's like, I know the ways. And basically, like, I figure Grigsby would know all kinds of like back ways and stuff through the rig to places, being it he was constantly trying to eavesdrop on people and stuff. So
that makes
he could probably get there easily in relatively low traffic areas.
Yeah, and it's night. Okay. Yeah. And I think Kettle wouldn't want to waste any time. So I think, are you willing to go like immediately?
Yeah, he's like, lead the way.
Okay. So I think you should roll to act under fire right now, and then we'll transition to the next scene, which would have had Kim anyways, and so now we'll have both of you.
Let's see. Almost me this big bastard that doesn't really. Well, that's a partial success.
You get there on time, but there is another sighting. Like maybe people see you from a distance and again once before you slip away into the shadows again. Yeah, there's another Rigfoot sighting.
Okay. That's fine. That's going to happen.
Yeah, I think that maybe this time instead of one person, it's like a group of people. Like it's a bit. It's not like we definitely saw it, but it's more like there are a group of us that think we saw it,
which is significantly more credible.
Significantly more credible that there's some sort of creature. So, yeah, that happens. Yeah. Now, I think like we transitioned to like you and Kettle looking like from behind a corner at Kim's workshop. Kim, Kettle said you worked through the night. Are you working through this night? Are you like open?
Yeah, man, I'm working a gig.
Or just like plain open?
I'm working a gig. I'm making a whole bunch of Valium pills.
We're getting serious lag, I think, unless it's just me.
Can you not hear me?
No, that was broken and staticky.
Okay, I can't understand Golden.